Thank you for your interest in applying for a grant with Deaconess Foundation. This video guide will walk you through applying for a grant from start to finish. This video guide is accompanied by a written guide, which is available on our website, www.deaconess.org. To begin, you'll need to access the web portal. You can see the URL here. The easiest way to access this is through the link, which is available in the written guide or on our website. Once you've accessed the web portal, you'll need to sign in. If you've never signed in before, you'll need to create an account. To do so, click Create Account. You'll be prompted to provide an email and a password. You'll then receive an email to confirm your information. In this case, I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. Once I've logged in, I want to submit a new application. If I had any in-progress applications, I would see them underneath this orange bar below. You can look at any in-progress or submitted applications using this drop-down menu. Today I want to apply for a responsive grant, so I'm going to click here. To begin, I'll need to provide my organization's tax ID, or if I'm using a fiscal agent, the tax ID of my fiscal agent. Today, I'm going to use my organization's tax ID, but you should use the tax ID for the organization of which you're submitting a grant. Once I've provided my tax ID, I see the Before You Begin screen. Please review the notes on this page. There are helpful tips about using the web portal. So let's get started. I'm going to click Next to advance to the next page. Because I submitted my tax ID, the form will automatically populate some information about my organization. You can see that the organization name and the tax ID is already provided. Boxes with this red asterisk are required, and you'll need to fill them in order to submit the application. If you're using a fiscal agent, you'll need to fill in this information. You'll note that these fields are not required because not every organization will use a fiscal agent. However, if you are, then you do need to submit the information here. Note that you can advance through the form without filling in all of the required fields, but you will not be able to submit the application until the fields are filled. After organization information, I'll need to provide the contact information. You can see I'm asked for the executive director's contact information, the main contact for this specific project, meaning the project for which I am submitting a proposal. If that's the same as the organization's primary contact, check this box. Finally, I need to submit information about my board chair, the board chair of the organization for which I'm submitting an application. In the Proposal Information tab, I need to fill in information about the specific proposal for which I am applying for a grant. This includes the project's name, a summary of the proposal, the project time period, when it starts and ends, how much I would like to request, the project scope and plan, information about the project's diversity, equity, and inclusion, alignment with Deaconess Foundation's Just for Kids theory of change, which of Deaconess policy priorities are advanced by the project, and, if applicable, what systems change tactic this project will use. Next, I need to provide information about the geographic area and populations that are impacted by the project. This includes age, ethnicity, gender, and geographical area. You can select the county using this drop-down menu, or if you prefer, you can search. That will narrow the amount of responses seen in the drop-down menu. Next, I need to provide the project budget. First, the budget narrative. Here you can explain the narrative for the budget line items below. Then, you'll need to fill in the expenses and revenues for the project. You only need to fill in the ones that are applicable for your project. As you work, it can be helpful to use this Save and Finish Later button just to ensure that your progress is not lost. Next, I need to provide some additional documentation to complete the application. First, the tax status determination letter. To attach it, click Choose File, browse to the tax exemption letter, and then click Upload. If you need to remove or attach a different document, you can click the Remove button here. Then I need to attach my budget for my organization. And if you're using a fiscal agent, you need to attach your Memorandum of Understanding, or the MOU, between your organization and your fiscal agent. Finally, you need to sign electronically. Once the proposal has been electronically signed and all required fields have been filled, you can click Review and Submit. This will take you to the Review page where you can see your grant proposal before it is submitted. Make sure that the information is correct. Once you've reviewed, click Submit. The grant is now submitted. Once the application has been submitted, you can still review it. First, make sure that this drop-down menu is set to show Submitted Applications, and then click on the application name. If you need to make changes to a submitted application, please email the person indicated in the written guide and request that it be sent for resubmission. Please be sure to include as many details about the application as possible, including the application name, the project title, and the ID, which can be seen here. Thanks again for your interest in Deaconess Foundation's grants. If you have any questions, please email me, Michael Schultz, at michaels@deaconess.org. Thank you.